no man who don't want you is worth all of the energy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, once a man don't want you, that's it. You don't have to put forth any energy to try to get him back or nothing, because he's already made up his mind that losing you is worth the risk. So you mean nothing to him, and there's nothing that you could do to make him suddenly want you.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go.
And eating the ass, we be eating the ass today in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this coochie scratched. Okay. I'm trying to get my coochie scratched. I'm trying to get my coochie scratched and eating the ass, we be eating the ass today in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this coochie.
Now, if you don't know who that is, which you should know who that is, but if you don't know, sorry, hold up, I ain't got my mouse. I was fucking right there. Anyway, that is rap artist Sukihana, as she sparked outrage after she was foul mouthing it in front of the Buckingham Palace while on a trip to the UK. That's who that was. That was Sukihana talking about how she was going to eat a nigga ass and she wanted her coochie scratched, screaming this shit in front of Buckingham Palace. In front of King Charles' house. Why is that okay to her? When I posted this, okay, now mind you, she in the UK because she finally is on tour, on a world tour. This is her first world tour. So she is in the UK. I'm not a big Sukihana fan, so I don't follow her music like that. But this is one of the places she's on her world tour. Now, if you saw the video, she like flat out cut some white lady off and just started screaming like, "We eat niggas ass in London." Now, when I put this on my Instagram, okay, somebody came into my comment section and they posted this shit right here. And they said, "Perception is everything. Suki with the good coochie is amazing in her character role. She portrays the sexual freedom unmatched in her boldness, and she takes it further than a Grace Jones, Millie Jackson, McChoice, Little Kim, Trina, Kaya, Moms Mabley, Mae West. Let us not forget Sarah Bartman, our indigenous curves of our so-called black women." Now, my perception of that comment is as follows. Number one, if y'all don't know who Sarah Bartman is, because I think a lot of y'all don't understand who Sarah Bartman was. First of all, Sarah Bartman was a slave. She was forced to have her body on display. Okay, she was not someone who voluntarily decided that she wanted to twerk. She was not a woman who wanted to stand there being naked while European men looked at her ass all day. This was not the type of woman that she chose to be. Okay, as we see here, we're talking about Sarah Bartman. On that same Instagram post, some people came in there and compared her to Cardi B. And I see how Sukihana, Cardi B, Little Kim, Trina, Kaya can be related. You know, it's kind of similar. But Grace Jones, like some of the people that this person named, it didn't make any sense to me. Like, look at the people that this person named. Like Millie Jackson, McChoice, Mae West. Like, that's weird to me. Anyway, back to Sarah Bartman. Sarah Bartman did not choose that. Okay. And when we talk about Cardi B, Little Kim, Trina, and Kaya, to me, these women may have been raunchy and classless when it came to their music, but when it came to handling business and professionalism, they tend to have a little bit of respect for the cultural differences in the other countries that they visited. Even Nicki Minaj was in other countries and, had to learn how to carry herself within those countries. Okay. And I think a lot of women, Black women specifically, the behaviors that we have here that we think is cute, that we think, we should continue, doing, and like it's harmless, it's entertainment, let's have fun. No, it's disgraceful a lot of times when you start factoring in cultural differences and what's happening in the world when we are compared to other races of women, especially women who are wealthy and successful. A lot of wealthy and successful women tend to have a lot of intelligence and a lot of class. And when women like Sukihana go to places like the UK and behave in such a manner, that is the catalyst for a whole bunch of people believing that that is the standard for Black women. They're going to believe that that's what American Black women do. They're going to generalize us. And it's easy to generalize us because a lot of us are acting like that. It's not a lie. It's not a stereotype. It's not Sukihana's the only one acting like that. It's a lot of us acting like that. I shouldn't even be able to name this many female rappers who act like that or even act similar. I shouldn't be able to name this many female rappers that they only rap about something sexually explicit. Why does every popular female rapper right now, all of their stuff is about something sexually explicit? I think the only person that is kind of like doing something different a little bit, I seen recently, what's the chick, Benzino's daughter? I can't even remember this girl name. I can't never remember nobody's name if I don't write that shit down. But she is like headed in a different direction. She doesn't always use her sexuality as like this tool to, promote her music. She does do it. I'm not saying she doesn't do it at all, but I don't think that that's the main thing that she's doing. Coyle Ray, that's her name, Coyle Ray. And people was hating on her for a long time. And now she's starting to pick up the pace with it. And so, yeah, but it shouldn't be that many female rappers inside of that are American that we can list that have the type of behavior that Sukihana has, Cardi B has, Lil Kim has. Like sometimes even when I see Cardi B with her husband out somewhere and she twerking on him and licking her tongue out and all this stuff, it just seems it's too much. Like, why is this entertainment? Why is that classified as talent? That's what I don't understand. Like, when did that become talent? So that's the first thing I want to talk about, that where I seen women just being weird as fuck. Another one that I noticed was women, a Black woman being weird as fuck is this woman, Carly Russell. I know y'all heard about this, but if you didn't, she's a 25-year-old nursing student who disappeared last Thursday after calling 911 and her brother's girlfriend to report seeing a toddler wandering along the side of the road. Police say that they still have no evidence of a missing toddler, nor any reports of such a sighting by other drivers along the busy stretch of road. First responders who arrived at the scene minutes after the 911 call found Russell's car as well as her personal belongings, including her wig, cell phone, and purse, but not Russell. Then on Saturday, about 49 hours after her initial disappearance, Russell returned home on foot with a busted lip, a torn shirt, and $100 in cash stuffed in her sock. On July 11th, 2 days before she went missing, Russell used her cell phone to search whether you have to pay for an Amber Alert. The day she went missing, Russell searched for information about the bus station in Birmingham, which is about 10 miles from Hoover. She also searched for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville. And she also searched for the movie Taken and how to take money from a register without being caught on the day she vanished. Her and her boyfriend, this is the rumor right now, her and her boyfriend just broke up. She got kicked out of nursing school because she was caught stealing. I don't know if she got caught stealing at the nursing school or at her job. What's going on? What would possess her to do something like this? This girl has two amazing parents. So it's not like she has some absent daddy issues. This is a woman who has both of her parents. What is going on with her? Like, I don't understand what would possess her to do something like that, especially not for no man. You feel what I'm talking about? Like, they're making it seem like the reason why she did this was because she wanted to seek attention from her boyfriend, whom she had just broken up with. And my thing is, no man who don't want you is worth all of the energy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, once a man don't want you, that's it. You don't have to put forth any energy to try to get him back or nothing, because he's already made up his mind that losing you is worth the risk. So you mean nothing to him, and there's nothing that you could do to make him suddenly want you. So what in the hell was this woman thinking to make her believe that this was something that made sense? And listen to me, 2 good parents in nursing school. She a pretty girl. It ain't like she ugly. She had a lot going for herself. I don't understand why in the world. I don't get it. I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, why are women losing their mind over men?